it is that same, like, that animal instinct inside you that like gets fired up with that stuff.
Big time, big
I
time.
love it.
Yeah.
I never got that. I would chase that in Strongman. That's part of why the character that I became in Strongman, that's what it was. It was trying to find that fire.
Sure.
And like, I never once got fired up to lift a heavy thing.
Yeah.
Like one time I did after Mikey passed when I broke the record.
Yeah.
I got fired up for that.
Sure.
That was the one and only time. Like I would yell and whatever and try and get myself psyched in, but I was never fired up unless Lauren Chalet was across from me and I just got done telling that bitch I was gonna fuck him up in front of everybody.
Yeah.
I was like, "Is your mom in the crowd?" Because I wanted to see this, and I would get that intense.
It's interesting, man.
It helped me.
And that's where it would. So you needed that combative nature to go. And
I needed it.
What's interesting is I would build it in my head, right? So like
similar though, like point at other people, or would like how? What do you mean? Like Eddie would think this is on my kids. I got to pick it off.
Sure.
Are you talking like that? Or are you talking like this guy? So I've gotten myself so worked up that to tears looking at you. Fired up. This man's trying to take my life from my children.
Yeah.
This man wants to take it from my children. And
go.
I promise you, anybody at home try that shit and you will be, I'm ready
Fired
to fight.
up.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Like that works.
Yeah, for me it wasn't it wasn't as vocalized, right? But so I need to give an example, but like I would build things up, right? So like let's just say that the best one or one that I've talked about, maybe I don't know if I mentioned it on here or not, but so Romania, this would have been around like 2009, 10, right?
Before me.
Yeah. So this kid came in, and it was the World's Strongest Man Super Series. But so before, like when the Super Series was still happening and all that, and I was, I think at the time I was a Super Series world champion. So I was coming in, and I was like, I'd prove myself, and everybody's kind of like, oh yeah, Brian's here, whatever. And this kid from Romania, Paul Pedrol was his name, good kid. Right? Probably, like
I've actually heard of him. Yeah.
Yeah. Just a new kid, really good Olympic lift, like overhead guy. And we had Axel there. So like an Apollo's Axel for Max. This was the thing, right? So everybody's talking about this kid. Oh, he's going to be so good overhead, man. He's probably going to crush everybody, like whatever. And so I already had this kind of built up. All right, you're talking about this kid. I've never met him. I've never seen him, but like, I feel like you're being disrespectful already. Yeah. Just people talking, right? So I was already a little bit into it, and then we had our athlete meeting, right? And the kid walked in, Paul walked in and didn't say hi to me. Literally didn't say hi. But you've never been around me. You're the new guy, right? So like out of respect, you should walk in and say hi. Didn't say hi. That's all he did. Bro, I was so, that to me was, I built that up into something that he had no clue about. Yeah. He had no idea, right? But for me, that was the trigger. I was set off more than he could ever comprehend, right? Yeah. And that's all he did. That's all he didn't say hi to me. Didn't shake my hand, right? So in that contest, I was like, the same thing you just said about like having a competitor, like I hope your mom is in the crowd. I hope I was like, all these people, I don't have anybody here for me. They're all from Romania for you, right? So we're doing this Axel event, and I was in a zone, right? Like, and I was like, you're not beating me. Yeah. There's no chance you're beating me. And so it gets down to just me and him in the Axel, which I wasn't at that, especially at that point, like overhead press wasn't like necessarily like, oh yeah, like I would be good, but I wasn't like, Right. So we get up, and at that point, I think the world record was only 100, maybe 100 and just a little bit over 180 kilos, a little bit over 400 pounds. So I think we went like 410, maybe 415, right? And I walk up and smoke it, dude. And I'm just yelling, like looking at the crowd, and like, for me, it wasn't necessarily saying it to Paul, but I was like, all right, man, like you picked your battle. Let's see if you can do anything. Yeah. So it was this moment, but he didn't say anything. Yeah. Right. He was, and in all reality, he's a good guy. Like, it's not that he was he was probably just nervous, right? That's all
Kobe
it was.
and MJ have so many stories about that.
Yeah, it wasn't
so many stories of like, I felt disrespected. You know what I mean?
when
That's like
other
a
guys,
meme.
bro. Everybody's on that list. Even you're on that list for me. Like it's
I
like,
know.
well,
I was gonna say,
it's not you would. Maybe you would make a comment about something like, but for me, it was like, oh, you just said that.
Yeah.
Right. That's all.
Fuel. I'm there.
Or
Yeah.
the way you looked or the way that you,
Yeah.
maybe you laughed at something you shouldn't have laughed.
I remember
that's
you
all
were-
it was. It's crazy, and it sounds crazy talking about it.
Outside of the athlete spectrum.
Yes. But for me, that was, you just picked a battle.
Yes.
Right. Like, and I didn't need to yell it, but you could, like, in my head, somebody had done something and said something, and you like, even if it was made up, it might have been made up.
It didn't even matter.
It didn't matter. Didn't matter. So
I
like,
remember-
but you vocalized it more,
Yeah.
right? And you would talk, but that's what got you to that spot.
For me, seeing it in their eyes, like some guys react, they get stronger from that. Some guys fall back.
Yeah.
Some guys, they get that deer in headlights look and they don't know what to do, right? All of that's good to me. But I don't remember when it was. I think it was right after we had traveled together. I don't remember. But you did an interview and you said, when you're one of the strongest, you said it in a humbler way than I probably can remember, but one of the strongest men to ever live or whatever, these guys come gunning for you. And even if they're better than you at one event, that's like I don't remember, like a feather in their cap or something along those lines.
Okay.
You said something almost exactly like that. And I knew you were talking about me. I knew it. You may not have been talking about me.
Yeah.
You might not even remember what I'm talking about. You said that, and I was like, this motherfucker thinks he's going to beat me in overhead.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
See, and that's just good. That's good. I
don't know if it was true or not, but I don't
remember.
I put
that
150% into my overhead.
Yeah. I'm coming.
I was like, you think you're taking this feather? No. That's my one feather.
Yeah. If you enjoyed that clip, you can watch the full episode right here. And to watch another clip, click right here.